Hello and welcome. As you can see, we are officially in holiday season. My tree is up, and as I was going through my decorations, I found all the things I have knitted and crocheted all those years. I am a knitter and crocheter, and I thought it would be a good idea to share with you the things I made all those years and I use almost every year for my decorations. I do not have all the things I have made because not all things are successful, and I do not like all the things I have made all those years, but those things I'm going to show you today, I use them every year. I usually have a certain color palette. I like whites, I like reds, I like silver, so I keep on adding things to this color palette so that they can fit my tree. I also like mixing textures, so I have this thing with glass balls. I love glass balls, but I also like knitted and handmade things. I also like bringing in souvenirs and things like that we buy to our trips. So I'm mixing my decorations with all those things because I think this is what makes the tree more beautiful. And also around the house, I like adding things that I have made myself. So without any further ado, let's begin. I'm going to start with the knitted items, and then I'm going to show you the crochet items. The first finished item I want to share with you is my tree skirt. I have made this tree skirt back in 2021. It is knitted with acrylic yarn, and I'm going to call the brand with the name we ask it here in Greek shops. It's DMC. It's knitting number 10. And I think I've used 6 or 7 skeins of this yarn, and I really struggled making it because I didn't have a pattern. It's my own pattern. And if you are a knitter and you also crochet, you will probably wonder why I chose to do this by knitting it and not crocheting it in the round. Because at first I thought it would be the same thing, like when you crochet and you just add 6 more stitches to every row you make, but it's not like that. And I learned it the hard way because I was struggling with it almost a month to make it, but I really love it. I use it every year. I think with this white, it's not exactly that bright white, this yarn. It's something like an off-white, and it gives that halo. It looks like a snow to me. I used a garter stitch to knit it in the round, and I made those pompons. I think I talked about it to my last video because I'm trying to find the same yarn to replace some of the pompons, and I was thinking about making it to another color, to make the pompons colorful. I don't know, I will see into it, but it's something that you can change and it's not something permanent. So I really love my tree skirt. I use it every year, and it's one of the things I really like bringing out when I decorate my Christmas tree. The next thing I want to share with you is this Christmas tree. It's a 3D Christmas tree. I used also Demi-Sè Niti number 10, and I really like it's a 3D tree that I normally put here in my buffet with all the trees. I need to add some white. I haven't finished decorating, but this is something I bring out every year, and I really like it. It's pretty simple. Not my best job, but I like that it's a bit quirky here to the endings. I will probably make some more if I end up buying yarn for my pompons for the tree skirt. One of my favorite things I've made for my tree is the Starna pattern. It's a free pattern. I'm sorry, I do not remember the designer's name. I will put a link for the pattern in the description box below. But if you are a knitter, you have probably heard of this before. It's absolutely beautiful. I think it's the most beautiful ornament pattern I have come across until now. And I've made more of this. But I have made the mistake and not made this string so that I can hang it, and I have ended up ruined the things I've made. So I want to make some more with mercerized cotton and mixing it with some kind of glittery string of yarn so that I can add to the shininess of the tree. But I really like this pattern. I've made it many times. I will knit it again many times because I think it's absolutely beautiful. And I think I saw this pattern for the first time at some kind of vlogmas from Laura Penrose, and I loved it. It's a free pattern. Have the link. It's a free pattern. I will have the link in the description box below. Inspired from my Starna ornament, last year I decided to make a star pillow. I used alpaca boucle from Drops, and this pillow is probably the reason why I do not like this yarn at all, because it's my own pattern and I really struggled unraveling and knitting this yarn again and again. But I really like the result. The mistake I've made is that I have decided to sew an insert for this pillow, which was not a very good idea because it's not shaped as it should be. So the star loses its shape because of the insert. So I think probably in the next few days I will have to rip off some ending from here, take out the insert, and then put just filling in so that I can shape it right and have the star like I intended the first time I've made it. So I really like this because last year I made it and I kept it all winter, even after I have put away my Christmas decorations, because it's a star. It's winter. Back to the tree and starting with my crochet items. I made this garland. This is just a single crochet garland with the acrylic yarn I made the tree skirt with, DMC knitting number 10. I think I used 2 skeins of yarn for this. I don't remember exactly, but depending on my inspiration, I end up using this most of the times I decorate my tree. Not all the times, but I really like it. It's very simple, and I think you can do it also if you are just a knitter and you just want to cast on and cast off yarn, and you will make a garland without any other effort. It's just easier with a crochet because you don't have to keep live stitches on your needles, that's why. But it's very easy, and I think it gives texture to the tree. My mantle decorations are not ready yet, so please mind that. I have made this garland a few years ago. Actually, I've made this snowflake pattern for my tree, but I ended up making more and put them on a garland so that I can put them on the mantle, because there's not a lot of space to put things, so I thought it would be better if I made a garland. And I used mercerized cotton. I do not remember the pattern I used. I think it was something I saw on Pinterest. And the bad thing with the snowflakes is that I have to iron them. As you can all see, I haven't done this year because they lose the shape when you put them away. But I use this garland every year and I really, really love it. one of the most beautiful things I think I've made is this gnome with scrap yarn. It's a free pattern on YouTube. I will have the link in the description box below. I made this I think 2 years ago, and I really love it because I have this thing where I do not like decorations with eyes. I do not like Santa Clauses. I think some of them are very scary. I do not like nutcrackers, and I prefer gnomes. I think it's a very woodsy decoration, even with those colors. They bring me joy. I have a lot of them, and when I came across this free pattern on YouTube, I decided to make it, and it was a very successful crochet pattern for me. I do not like making amigurumis because they are very intricate with making a lot of parts and have a lot of sewing, but if I were to make another again, I would gladly do it. I'm not in the mood, but I think sometime again in the future I will make one more at least. The last thing I want to share with you is another garland which I made for my office. It's a Christmas tree garland, and I made it I think last year. And I took it again to my office to decorate, and I really like this pattern. It's a free pattern which I found also on YouTube, and I will put a link in the description box below. I prefer doing this pattern with cotton yarn. I use cotton yarn for my garland because in the past I've tried using some decay acrylic yarn, but the shaping of the trees wasn't what I was expecting, and it was kind of mismatched from a tree. I didn't like the result, so I ended up not using those ornaments. But with I would recommend to try it both and choose whatever you like. But if you try and crocheting this with a 3mm, at least 3.5mm crochet hook and a cotton yarn, sport weight yarn, it will give you a better result. I think sport yarn or lace yarn gives a better result to those trees. I think they shape better. So I really like it, and I think I will use it to all my decorations, even not in the office but here at my home also, because the colors, you know. So those are all the things I have made all those years and I use for my decorations. As I said at the beginning, not all my crochet or knitted items are successful or end up using them every year, but those are the things I have made and really love, and I love using them and taking them out. They make me happy to see them around the house. I hope you like this video. If you like it, please subscribe, press the like button, leave me a comment, and I will see you at the next one. Happy decorations, everyone.